It has been exactly 4 years since Russia launched its war in Ukraine. While Putin has not got the quick and overwhelming victory he had hoped for, the cost has been high on both sides. As Europe's biggest conflict enters its 5th year, there is no sign of any peace deal yet. Here's a report.
Began as a swift Russian military operation. Tankers rolling into Ukrainian territory overnight, and Russian President Vladimir Putin drawing the red line for Kyiv.
I would like to remind you that our country also has various weapons of destruction, and in certain aspects even more modern than NATO countries. If there's a threat of territorial integrity of our country, in order to protect Russia and our people, we will certainly use all the means at our disposal. This is not a bluff.
What many hoped to be a brief one has now prolonged into a war of attrition, marking the largest conflict in Europe since World War II. 4 years since Ukraine has plunged into what it calls fight for survival, lives lost, buildings destroyed, cities reduced to rubble, a generation scarred. This is how modern-day Ukraine looks like. There is no sign of the deadly war coming to an end. Russian drones have hammered Zaporizhzhia overnight. The Russian forces have increased the aerial bombardment. Ukraine is also intensifying attacks deep inside Russian territory. Away from the front lines, the war has etched an indelible mark on every Ukrainian.
All we can do is wait. But how will it end? I suppose we would like it to be a grand celebration, but I think it will feel more like a day of mourning, because so many people have unfortunately died in this war.
Over the years, the front lines have only widened, not just with troops, but also with warheads. Amid a grinding war, Moscow is doubling down on its nuclear triad. Putin calls for development of Russia's nuclear forces an absolute priority. His pledge comes at a time when world's biggest nuclear powers, US and Russia, are no longer restrained by any arms control pact. On the ground, Russia has accelerated drone and missile attacks threefold. So far, Russia controls 20% of Ukraine. It has made slow incremental gains, primarily in the Donetsk direction, towards the fortress belt of cities like Sloviansk and Kramatorsk.
Putin has not achieved his goals. He did not break the Ukrainians. He did not win this war. We have preserved Ukraine, and we will do everything to achieve peace and to ensure there is justice.
Russia vows to fight on until all its war aims are fulfilled. And for millions caught in the shadow of the war, the question remains painfully unchanged. How much long? Bureau Report, WION World is One.